Hi guys, this is Farah. Welcome to my channel where we focus on pre-launch prep for your product business. We used to focus on building on Amazon, but with my 17 years of experience and my current read of the marketplace, I think use Amazon as a later stage for scaling. We want to build products that can survive on Amazon, and for that you need to do pre-launch work. So on this channel, from now on, you're going to find tutorials and guides on how to come up with a market validated product idea and how to confidently launch that idea to a ready audience, a bought-in audience, which is the true currency in the product business now. So I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you guys to my framework, which is validate, plan, brand, and launch. So let's talk about validation, which is the first step. That is why I'm focusing my energy on this channel on developing the product idea and really validating it, because it's much easier for you to land on a product idea which aligns with your skill set and your experience and passion. You cannot sell something which you have no conviction in. And so you have to dig deep and find that alignment, which will make your idea strong and relevant to the target audience. Think of a recipe that you're really good at making and friends and family are always requesting, and think about that what if you could commercialize that? Or if you're a doctor or a pharmacist and you have access to certain knowledge, and based on that you could come up with a supplement offer for a particular group of people. And the other piece is, who is going to buy this product? Have you identified this? Who is the target audience? Because we no longer want to launch a product by discounting and undervaluing your dream business. So it is so crucial for you to identify a target audience and really hone in on that, so you can speak their language and communicate with them and get the message about your product to them. Because if you ask me, I've been in the product business for a really long time, and we were selling to Amazon customers, not our customers. And Amazon knows what they want. They want products fast, cheap, and if you know how fast Amazon's delivery is these days, so cheap will always trump fast. And when the marketplace becomes like this, you as a business are, if you can't provide that, basically it's a race to the bottom. If you can't compete in the race to the bottom, your business is going to get wiped out. So that's why it is so important to have your audience and own that list. And so this requires cultivating with care. So it is so important and a real service to your product business to spend time building that list, because you will own it. You will have control over it. And that is the true asset and currency in your business. So you must build that list with care and consideration and actually help your audience solve their problem. The next stage in this framework is planning. Now that you know that you're onto something and people are invested in you and your brand delivering a solution, you have to come up with the logistics and costings and numbers, and you have to work on the first version of your product. It doesn't need to be perfect at the first time, and that's where the audience's feedback helps you build it. You will work with manufacturers, you will order samples, you will work out the costings, the profit margins, what is the minimum number of units going to be involved in your first launch, how you're going to fund it, you're going to check your piggy bank, your savings, you're actually going to plan a soft launch and actually test the audience, who is happy to place a pre-order, want to put a request in, because that will help you judge, is the pain that you identified in your first step in validation, is it real or not? Are people putting money where their mouth is? That is a real test in the validation of the product. So that is the stage where you will build your business plan. You will work on all these logistics and numbers. The next step in this framework is branding. Now, you have to understand the brand is you and your reputation. People don't like their time wasted. They want to know whether you're a serious person and are you really going to deliver the solution, or are you just going to be fobbing some generic tat. So we don't want to come across as we are fobbing them off. You have built a value proposition. You have done the work. You've found the product market fit, as it's called in the industry. You have an audience, they have a problem, and your product is going to deliver a solution. Now, this is a step where you're going to map the journey, the customer journey, and do the brand workshop and come up with the brand name, tone of voice, product offer, the future product offer map, and really work with the audience and their feedback and come up with a brand name, a story that really resonates with the audience. And we plan and build the whole thing in a way where it becomes platform agnostic, because you don't want to depend on any platform. You want to make sure that the audience is directly relying on your brand name, that they understand and connect the solution that you're providing with your brand name, your reputation. That is what the brand is. Once you've done the validation, planning, and branding, the next stage, number 4, is you launch. And so what you'll do is you'll go through a checklist of steps that you have to do to actually prepare to launch a product idea. You will need to check whether you're going to do a campaign that involves maybe fundraising, a crowdfunding campaign, or you're able to actually collect pre-orders, or you're able to fund your first launch and actually test the first batch of your product idea. So this is a step that involves acting on all the information that you've been collecting in the first 3 steps and actually test it with your first batch of product. So all of this hard work that you're going to do is going to give your brand, your product, the real foundation where you own the email list, where you have control over who makes money in the business instead of relying on other platforms and ads and, so many other things. You want to be the one who makes the money from your business, because we are running a business. We're trying to build a business so you can go and live your life the way you want to live on your own terms. With this approach and framework, you break the cost worth argument about your product. You don't have to be the cheapest. You don't have to run ads. You don't have to discount. Your audience are invested in. You have backers who believe that you are providing a solution to their problem, and this deserves the time. Okay, that's why pre-launch work is so crucial for a successful, profitable product business. Anyone who ignores it will just hear crickets. When they launch the product, will just have to rely on ads, and the day you turn off ads, the sales will stop, and you will know that your business was actually worth nothing. This way, when you do the work, you do the pre-launch work, you are in control. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video and you understand the change in the direction of the channel. I am focusing on just the pre-launch work because I think this will really help businesses succeed. It will really help you build the dream business. And I'm saying this based on my experience. I'm also rewiring my brain because I come from the Amazon world, from that ecosystem, and your brain is used to running the business in a certain way. I want to build my business differently. I want to help you do that too. And with each video, with each step, I'm going to make progress. You're going to make progress. So consider subscribing if you're in for the ride and you want to build your business in a way that works for you. So if you have an idea that you want to talk about, book a free call at the link in the description below, and I would love to hear about it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.